Hey guys, today I think it's important that I share some of my experiences that I've had as a home builder for the last 35, almost 40 years. And what I've seen is people that rush into it because it's very fun, it's exciting, they're gonna build a house, do some remodeling, and if you slow the process down, I can give you tips on how you can guarantee yourself success so that it's an enjoyable process and not one that you have to get your attorney involved. So it's not that hard, but I've got some great tips. I want you to hang in there and let's get going, and I'll share some of my knowledge and what has helped me become a successful builder and getting people calling me back wanting to do business again, which is rare for most builders. Okay guys, the first thing is the contractor. That's where the good stuff begins or the problems begin. If you don't have a good contractor, and most importantly, a good relationship with your contractor, it's not gonna be a very good experience. And here's what I find is important, that it's all about relationships. So one, you wanna get along with the guy or the gal, right? And if you don't get along with them, just end it right there. If you don't feel good, listen to your gut. Number two, once you feel good and like this person, making sure they're not really selling you and telling you what you wanna hear, find out what kind of experience they have. And not only how long have they been in the business, which helps because you don't want these people practicing on you. I've seen a lot of people get hooked on, hey, this young guy's in the business. I'm all for people getting started, but why do you want to let that guy practice on your house? Because you think you're going to save money getting someone that's new that isn't going to charge as much as the other guy, but you're giving up knowledge and experience and for price. So at some point, you're probably going to pay for it in the end. So why not go with the best, because it doesn't cost that much more and you have peace of mind. So how do you find the best guy? What I would do is get references and don't let him give you his top 4 or 5. I always tell people, when you're looking at me for references, get 3. Get the people who are just about to move in, get someone who's in the middle of the construction process, and maybe someone that you're just getting started with. Those 3 people are always at a different stage, so it's a constant moving testimonial, and I think that's very helpful, and it doesn't allow the home builder just to give you his in-laws or his best buddy or something like that. So keep that in mind. Once you've gotten through that, another reference I think is just as important as the relationships that he's building with other builders as the relationships that he has with his subcontractors. If you go and talk to a nurse and you want to ask them who is the best doctor, they will tell you, because they're in the operating room, they're dealing with the doctors all day long. They know who is smoking mirrors and not knowing what the heck they're doing. Same thing with the subcontractors out there. My plumbers, electricians, drywallers, anybody that works on the house, they know if these builders are for real or not, and they also will tell you if they're paying their bills or not, which gets into number 3, the money part. Everybody's so quick to hand over a bunch of money to the builder to get started because they always act like, if you give me money now, I'll get you ahead of the next guy, blah, blah, blah. That's a bunch of BS. You do not need to give big deposits. I ask for as little as sometimes 5%. I'll build a house for $1 million and I'll get maybe a $25,000 deposit. That is 2.5%. That allows me to take out the permits, get the plans done, and maybe have a little bit of leftover, but I'm not going for 50 or 100 grand. I could, but this is why I want to build trust with my customers. I am a performance-based. You want your builder to do the work and then you pay them. But the key there is pay them on time, because if I, as a contractor, I'm getting the best subs, and it doesn't take much to get the best guys. One, treat them with respect and pay them on time. So if you're hiring a guy like me and a contractor, if you're paying as you go, as soon as the work's done, you need to pay that contractor, because he's promising these subs to get the money right away. If they have to stretch them out 30 days, 60 days, you know what happens? Those subs jack up the price of their bids because they can't wait for that kind of money. They become the bank for your job. So pay on time. And when you do pay your bill, this is just as important as when you pay your money, to make sure it's going to the right person. It's called a lien waiver. You can get this from a bank, you can get it from a title company. What a lien waiver does is when you pay your sub or your home builder, he will sign a waiver saying, I am taking the $10,000 you paid me for your concrete driveway, and I'm going to pay the concrete bill and the contractor. So your $10,000 that you are paying for concrete is going for concrete, not for his boat payment. That's where people get in trouble. All right, I got a little embarrassing thing, an update on my pond. So we've killed all the weeds, which looks better than what the weeds look like, but it has created a problem. With no weeds, no cover, and all these record rains we've been having, it rains 1.5 inches about every 2 nights. And the other night we got like 6 inches of rain. So what's happening is it's washing everything down, and all the stuff I put in, look at this, it runs down the hill. It's making my beach bigger than what I want, but also it's making it mud. As a contractor, this does not look good, but I can't help it. I got sandbags up here. We're going to be putting in more drains and continuing the curb to divert the water from coming down here, because my wife is like, where is all the sand going? I said, it's real simple. It's going in the pond. If I keep adding sand, pretty soon my pond keeps getting smaller. I'm gonna stop scooping out sand and mud, fix the top of the hill, fix the problem, and then I can get back to enjoying the beach. So let's walk over here by the fountain waterfall. It's kind of nice. All right, so now guys, backing up, we've picked the builder. We've done some checking references to making sure that he's going to do what he wants to do and that you guys feel real warm and fuzzy about each other. So now we're getting into the fun stuff, the design. Before you sign the contract, you're gonna be designing everything. Don't sign any contracts, you guys, until you have kind of a price, you've kind of agreed on how you're going to do things, because once you sign something, once you're in, you can't get out. It's like the Hotel of California. There's a song about that. You young kids may not know about it, but it's called Once You're In, You Can't Get Out. I see that mistake happening all the time, right in the middle of the job. They now hate each other. Builder's not doing what they said. They thought they were getting this and the builder priced that. And then it just turns into attorneys fighting each other, and nobody wins on those deals but the attorneys. What do you got to do? The next thing and final, I suppose, is the design. When you design something, just because you have a floor plan does not mean you've got it all figured out, because it's just a blueprint looking down. It doesn't tell you what kind of siding you're putting on. Like my house up here, we put up James Hardy. That's a concrete-based siding. That's the best. It's the most expensive to put on, but guess what? It lasts the longest. I've been through hailstorms and tornadoes, and I still have not had to paint my house. I had to replace the gutters because those are made out of metal, but the concrete stays fine. So what I'm telling you is there's a lot of details that are not on a blueprint that what you need to be put down on what they call like specifications. And so you'll write down saying what kind of siding, but garage doors, let's talk about that. That sounds pretty simple and basic. Are you going to heat your garage? If you're in the Midwest like us, it's a nice luxury to have because it gets cold here, but you need to have an insulated garage door so that when you heat the garage, the heat stays in and doesn't go out. Those cost a little bit more money. Then there's details on garage doors. How wide are the garage doors? That should be on the blueprint. But sometimes it's hard for people to read blueprints and know exactly what you're getting. So if a builder has the ability, see if you can spend a little extra money and do a 3D drawing on some stuff. That's a lot for you building a home, remodeling. To have that vision, it's very difficult for people. So now there's these ability for 3D drawings that takes the worry out of it, and you can see what you're getting or what you're not getting, and that's important. Here's what I would suggest too, if you're able to start from scratch. With our aging in place, our people are getting older and older, our population's getting older, which means they're not as mobile as they used to be. I've been doing a lot of what we call barrier-free homes, minimizing or eliminating steps. Steps into the house from the garage, from the front door. Also shower floors flat, don't step over curbs. Just think about walking through your house with your feet stuck to the ground, you're shuffling your feet around. That's how you want to get rid of any of the barriers. And you need wider doors. So if you can design a house with 3-foot wide doors, that's what a front door is on your home. 3 foot wide. I like to go 8 foot tall. Most doors are 6 foot 8 inches tall. But if you can go that extra, what is that, 1.5 feet, it'll feel so fantastic. You need to have ceilings anywhere from minimum of 9 foot to 10 foot on the main floor. So the days of 8 foot tall ceilings and small closets are gone. So 3 things on the design. You want curb appeal that looks nice. If you don't like the front of the house, you're gonna hate the rest of the house. You wanna have a kitchen. Number 2, a functional, really nice kitchen. Spend the money on the kitchen. You will not disappoint yourself and you will get your money back. That's where you want to do it. And the third, the master suite. And yes, I called it a master suite, not the primary, because I'm old school. The bedroom for the people living in the house. Doesn't have to be huge, but you need to have a great, nice bathroom, tile showers if you can. Try 2 vanities. If you can't have a shower and a tub, that's great. Some people are foregoing the tub because they don't use them. And you need a nice big walk-in closet. So 3 things again, I'll repeat it, sorry, is the exterior, curb appeal, you need the functional kitchen and a wonderful master. Anything beyond that, if you don't have those 3, you are gonna hate the house. Everything else beyond that is a nice big bonus. All right, guys, you can see I'm at my little pond area, and I was calling it a pool house, but I don't have a pool, so I think it's a casita. I still have not been able to paint the outside. I haven't stained the wood ceiling, and I'm still waiting for my countertop. Countertop's not rain related, but everything else is. So hopefully I'll have it done here in about a week and a half or 2, and I'll give you guys a full video. Let me know if that's something you guys want to see, and hopefully I'll be able to quit pond being washed out through all the excessive rain. So here's what I wanted to digress and go back on what we talked about here. So those 3 points that I made on this, it's important that you slow the process down. I know it's hard for a lot of people because it's fun. You want to get started. It's fun picking out things. But if you're getting too ahead of yourself and not having the right builder that has your interest at hand and has the ability to build at your level, you need to stop and figure out that's not the right guy. There's plenty of great builders out there. There's not that many of them, but there are out there. Take the time. You'll be so much happier in the long run if you just maybe add a couple of 2 or 3 weeks or a month. As soon as I meet somebody, the first thing I say is, this does not have to be a race. I really want you to take the time. It's important for us to get to know each other, the builder and the homeowner, homeowner builder. It's a partnership. It's not the builder against the homeowner. It's not the subs against the homeowner. It's about all of us working together to get the homeowner, the customer, exactly what they want. And even though you have a set of plans, I've said this before, a plan is just something to start with. You're constantly finding ways to make it better. And you're also, as you're making selections, you're gonna start seeing some neat stuff going, you know what? Those columns might have been all supposed to go all the way down with the wood or the siding, but you know what? I think stone around the base would look better. So make sure you get a builder on that point that can work on the fly, that's willing to make changes and not change order you to death. That's another question I forgot to pull in there. How do they handle change orders? And I would suggest this real quick, is that it should just be whatever the cost of it is plus a fee. Mine is like 15%. So if they add these stone columns and it costs, say, $5,000, I'm gonna add that and 15% to it. It's all transparent. That's the key there. Let them show you what the costs are. You should pay them for their time because now they're doing something that was not a part of the original contract. Be fair on both sides. It'll work out. Everybody be happy. So slow it down. Take the time. You'll find the right guy. And I know it's going to be fun going to the job site. So thanks for watching. Reach out to me. Please like, subscribe. I love hearing from you guys. I'm Brad the Builder. I hope this helps. I'm going to see you guys on the next job site.